Okay, this is Nibiru. Believe that or not. You're going to notice that it's uneven. It's uneven. And you're going to notice that it's not a spacecraft. It's not a bird flying. It's Nibiru. It's the winged disc that is seen in the hieroglyphics like this. So here goes the winged disc here. And here. Winged disc, and here. And you'll notice it has two wings and a ball in the middle of it, usually red, symbolizing Nibiru. And here's the winged disc, and it's different civilizations, two wings and the ball in the middle. And basically each wing supposedly in Satanism is opposite sides. And so we'll look at this right here. Okay, you got two men down there, beasts, and with Nibiru in the middle. See, two opposite sides getting ready to fight, Nibiru in the middle. Then you got slaves and free men, Nibiru in the middle. Again, the winged disc is in the middle. And it's always two sides. Nibiru is in the middle. And notice the hand signals being held up. And then you got the major corporations, Bentley, Harley, Chrysler, Wingstop, and so on. They all use the winged disc with the circle in the middle. And then watch this. You got the Temple of Horus. You got two opposing sides, 11 and 11, which is 1 and 1 equals 2. And then you have Nibiru, the winged disc, clearly shown in the middle of the opposing sides. And so this end time war that's supposed to take place, a brother fighting against brother, and Nibiru is coming down the middle, and basically we know the evil is going to get completely wiped out and the good is going to be taken up in the wings of God. And that's what this whole winged disc thing is. Again, we're going to show it again. The Anunnaki, the two opposing forces, Nibiru in the middle with the circle in the middle of the wings. So Nibiru is the circle and the wings are the clouds. Okay, watch this. Anunnaki birds, two opposing forces, and whoever made this depiction didn't put the winged disc in the middle. And watch, now you got the cartoons. The Uchiha clan, two opposing forces, good and evil, holding up the 2, 11 and 11. Again, two opposing forces, each side of the mountain, holding up the number 2, the 11 and 11 that's shown on the Temple of Horus. 2, the 11 and 11. So they're holding up two fingers symbolizing the 11. Again, two fingers symbolizing 11. Good and evil fighting on opposite sides. So we know that good wins, but in the cartoons, evil don't go away. That's what they have in the cartoons. So here go a more clearer depiction of the Uchihas fighting against each other. On the left hand side is good, on the right hand side is supposed to be is evil. So they got it backwards. And then the circle in the middle is the moon, which they turn the moon into some kind of thing to hypnotize the people in the end, like Nibiru's magnetic system is supposed to do to the people when it swoops down. Okay, now watch this. You have the Gentile saints holding up those two fingers again, opposing sides. So they on the side of the evil. And then there you go, the two fingers. And this guy is going to straight up hold up the horns right here. So he holding up the horns with the little St. Patrick thing. And so we know who holds up the two fingers. Satan, Lucifer, holds those two fingers to say that it's two opposing sides, two strands of DNA, good and evil, night and day, winter solstice, which is supposed to be going down this December, all day long, folks. It's clear. So Spirit comes and put clarity in it. And then we're going to get into the winged disc, and then we're going to get into the scriptures about the winged disc that clarify this whole thing. Okay, now it's a ball of light in the sky, a little reddish, pinkish ball of light. But we're going to keep zooming in closer where you're going to start seeing the cloud, and the cloud is the wings, and the ball of light is Nibiru. So there go the wings starting to form right there. and that's the cloud. So as it come into our dimension or our solar system or whatever you want to say, you start seeing those wings distinct. Now you start seeing one side of the wings is glowing more, and so there go the ball in the middle and the two wings, just like the depictions in the hieroglyphics were showing you. So this is the sign that the ancients seen right before they were destroyed. And here it is again. You got the ball in the middle and you got the two wings on the side. So as this thing, and this is a night shot of it, but as this thing keep progressing, you can distinctively see the wings. If you zoom in very closely, you'll see the meteorites and everything else shining, you know, around it and stuff like this. So this thing is giving off a glow, you know, and this is Nibiru just going through the night sky in the shape of the winged disc. And here we go again, right here, winged disc. So this is depictions of what they catch. It keep changing form, so they can't call it a spaceship. So this is it. Notice the wings, so it's more defined. The wings are not quite right, huh? That's because it's clouds and meteorites and everything else, and it's going to keep changing form. And the same thing is right here. You would say, oh, a big bird is coming through. No. Oh, it's a spaceship. No. It's the big ball in the middle and the two wings. It's never going to flap. And then I said again, it's never going to flap. So this is the winged disc that, just like I said, the ancient civilizations seen right before they were destroyed. Obviously they were told the same lie by Satan that our government today is being told, that basically they're going to have some power at the right seat of Satan when this war starts of good and evil. And what's really going to happen is they're going to be bound together and gathered and put in the fire to hell. So let's look at the scriptures and see what it says about this winged disc. So the scriptures is going to clear up all the lies about the Anunnaki and the space creatures and the, you know, ancient astronaut theorists and all that. It's going to clear it all up. So we're going to start with Ruth 2, number 12. The Lord recompense you for what you have done. So that's the red ball in the middle. And a full reward be given you by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. So under the wings of that is the refuge in the cloud, and the meteors and the fiery red part is the punishment. You know, the good and the evil, the opposite sides, you know, that they keep showing you in these satanic depictions, because Satan always try to claim God's, you know, divinity. Psalms 91:4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. So again, you heard that again. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. So under those wings, the saints, the righteous, you know, the ones who have mercy, you know, they're going to find refuge, and the rest is going to be destroyed. So we go to Malachi, or Malachi 4. For behold, the day cometh, thou shalt burn as an oven. It's going to be hot, y'all. And all the proud, that's the arrogant, everybody want to hold it. So they teach you how to have self-esteem. And I keep trying to say this whole world is turned upside down and backwards. When you were supposed to be meek and humble, you know, you wasn't supposed to be proud at all. So the earth shall burn like an oven, and all the proud and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, gonna be burned. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, says the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name, again, the wings, shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in its wings. The Son of righteousness. So Nimbus and Nibiru, the whole system, is right next to the sun rising, you know, with healings in the wings. like he said, he's going to restore and heal and all that. But them, they're going to get destroyed. And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, says the Lord of hosts. So they're going to be ashes under our feet. Where we heard this before? Matthew 13:30. That both grow together until the harvest. Right now is the harvest, people. Is the harvest. At that time, I will tell the harvesters, which is the angels, first collect the weeds, which is the wrongdoers, tie them in bundles to be burned, then gather the wheat, which is the righteous, and bring it into my barn. So just like I said, you shall be calves in the stall. So each time, the evildoers, the workers of iniquities, the weed smokers, the fornicators, the liars, the deceivers, the people who go partying and clubbing, the daters and all that, the adulteresses, y'all getting burned. All the KKK and racist groups, y'all getting burned. And the people who stayed away from all that madness can be saved. So these are the winged discs, my friends. Enjoy it. Learn from it. Rap the news.